Hello everybody, my name is Anna and welcome to my channel, Anna Always Reading. Today I'm going to be presenting you guys my summer wrap-up because a lot of people have been posting them at the end of August, but not me because the last day of summer was actually tomorrow, so I had all the time to read all the books I could, so here they are. I was very busy this summer as for the fact that I posted like one video, but I did not read a lot, but I bought a few books, so it's also going to be my summer mini, what is it called again? Haul? I haven't been away from booktube so long I forgot the terminology. But here we go. So I don't have a lot of the books with me because a lot of them were ebooks or audiobooks because of how busy I was. So I have a little list here of all the books I read this summer. The first book on the list is The 100 by The 100, and I thought was a good book. I liked the show a lot better. It felt like kind of like a fan fiction based off the show, which is kind of weird because most adaptations are worse than the book, but the show was 10 times better. I liked the characters and everything about the show is better. There was a whole other perspective that the show just did not include. So it was interesting-ish reading from Glass, the other character that wasn't in there, but I didn't love her. Some of the decisions she made, I was like, okay, bye. But I will read the other book after I watch the third season, just in case of spoilers, because I am not about being spoiled from one of my favorite TV shows. Second book I read was A Girl of Fire and Thorns, which I actually do have. It is by Ray Carson. It is one of my favorite books this year from 2015. It was amazing. The main character, she was so great. They had a review on it. If you guys want to check it out, I'll leave a link. But you guys need to read this book. The next book I proceeded to read was An Empire in the Shadows by Miriam Foster. This is the prequel to the book A City of $1,000. I bought this book because it was pretty and it said an arc. It was an arc, even though this book was released in 2014. But I did not know anything about it. I didn't know it was a prequel. So I went and read the first book in June. And here I am having read this book this summer. The other book I read was Mad About the Hatter. It is a ebook that I read. I also read To All the Boys I Loved Before, and I actually loved that book. That book was so good. Everybody's been telling me about it. Oh, Anna, go read the book. But I was like, nah. I didn't say no, but I was like, I have other things to read. But I had it in my iBooks library, and I was like, okay, I'll finally read it. And you guys need to read it. The feels were so good, and my ship sailed, so point. I also read Unwind by Neil Gaiman. Yeah, and that was a good book. It's a book about the future. When your parents don't want you, they can send you to be unwound, which means that they send you to this harvest camp where they take out all the organs from your body and sell them to people who need organs and your body parts, which is like organ donoring, but it's not. It's really not. And that book was scary, and I'm reading the sequel right now, and whoa. It is a lot different from the first one because there's actually a 5 or 6 year gap in between the first and the second book. So it's nice reading from there, the nice jump. His writing style has improved. It's a lot different because in 5 years you can grow a lot, which the author had. I also read the book Scored, which I did not like. I gave 1 star because Goodreads wouldn't let me give 0. It was 300 pages. I finished it in 3 hours. If I had taken longer, I would have been upset because it wasted my time. I saw it on Book Outlet and I really wanted to get it because it was 99 cents, but I was like, okay, no, let me borrow it from the library. And I did not like it and I hated it, and I'm glad I did not buy it. Even though it was 99 cents, it would have been a waste of my 99 cents. That's all I can say about that book. I also read the book An Ember in the Ashes by Sabar Hatir. I can't pronounce your last name, ma'am. I'm so sorry. But it was such a good book. Everything that happened in that book just was so perfect. The characters, I want to review that book soon. So watch out for that. The characters were amazing. The scene, the plot, everything. Everything in that book was amazing. I'm just raving about this book. Guys, you need to read it. So those were the only books I read this summer, but I did buy some. So I'm gonna I went to America, and in America books are cheaper. So the first book I bought in America was The School for Good and Evil, A World Without Princes, the second book in this middle grade trilogy. I started reading it when I was like 11 or 12 years old, and I loved it, and I just tried to read the ebook, but I couldn't, so then I tried the audiobook, and it was worse! The voices were terrible, so I was like, okay, just buy the book. I did. The cover is really pretty, and I have the first book, so I'll be excited to start it. I'm like 50% into it. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm like enjoying it, except I'm a bit lost because I read the first book when I was 11 and I've read like hundreds of books since then, but I will read it. I am enjoying this book. The next book I bought it also. I bought this at Costco, not the next one at Costco. It is Percy Jackson's Greek Heroes. I have the first one, Percy Jackson's Greek Gods, and this book is beautiful. I love it. All the books I bought in America were beautiful. Look at this, Percy Jackson's Greek Heroes. I have not started reading it because I kind of want to save it, but it's lovely. The illustrations, look at this, guys. It's beautiful. It's just amazing. The last book I ordered on Amazon.ca and it came, and it is The Wicked and the Divine. It's a graphic novel by Gillian McKelve and Wilson Cowles. I'm not really sure what it's about, but I've heard a lot about it. It's about like, okay, let me read the back. Every 90 years, 12 gods return as young people. They are loved. They are hated. In 2 years, they are all dead. It's happening now. It's happening again. The Wicked and the Divine. Look how beautiful this book is. I haven't started reading it because I have a lot of books that I'm currently reading and I want to give it my full attention as I want to do all my books. But this book smells so good. It smells so good. This is my second graphic novel. I forgot how good they smelled because the first one I have is used, but new graphic novel smells so good. I'm gonna try to get the book Miss Marvel so I can have more graphic novels. I want to buy the second one, but I'm not the kind of person who buys the whole series before reading it because who knows if I don't like it. But thank you for watching this video. If you've read any of the books I've talked about today, tell me in the comments down below. I'd love to know your opinions. Follow my social medias, they'll all be in the description below. I hope you have a good week, and remember, reading today, reading tomorrow, reading forever. Bye!